Qualifying to the final round, it was a classic case of you never knew what was going to happen. That first round was just whacked out. Your champion came from the #1 qualifying spot and took out Alexis DeJoria in round #1. Maybe got a little bit of a break in round 2 when Jeff Arend had the problem, but I'm not sure when he put an 09 on the scoreboard if it was going to matter. He stopped an upset-minded, red-hot bouncing back Tony Pedregon in the semis. And then the final was about as bizarre as the first round when Matt took off and blew up, and Jack just made one more nice straight trip down the boulevard. Ladies and gentlemen, he is your funny car champion. Let's welcome to the winner's circle, Jack, Beckman, and Jason. You want to dance? You want to dance? Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof. For those of you that aren't aware of this, or maybe haven't been listening throughout the course of the weekend, Jack is really good at asking his own questions, making his own speeches, and I usually just get in the way. So, do you need me for this?
Do you want to hold Jason? You know, not only is my son with me, my wife Jenna and our 14-month-old daughter Layla, we've been in the motorhome. We're doing that the rest of the year. You know, we got a bigger motorhome this year. Beautiful king-size bed in the back. Haven't slept in it yet. My wife and the kids get to sleep back there and I'm on the couch. And man, getting up every morning's tough. And this made it totally worthwhile. Todd, Terry, then there's 14 hands out there. These guys that are putting this car together, we qualified #1 and we locked it up. But if you guys saw the behind-the-scenes story, I'm doing okay for time? You're fine. You can't believe the stuff that went wrong. 3 different superchargers, 3 sets of ignition systems. For whatever reason, the car we had Friday night didn't show up Saturday. We kept swapping stuff, and then when we decided coming in today, we couldn't make big changes to this Mopar. What we had to do, and Todd and Terry put their heads together and just started leaning on a little bit at a time, and maybe that was the advantage of qualifying #1. So it looked relatively easy, but it's all because of those guys. Those 9 make me look good standing up here holding the trophy. There's going to be some beers being poured later. And everybody that was here for the DSR hospitality, you guys are more than welcome. After we do our mandatory photo shoots with the sponsors' hats, come over and get your picture with us. Thank you guys. We're back in St. Louis. They're calling it the inaugural race. We've been pretty fortunate with inaugurals. It's going to be a great end of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Reinhardt.
Thank you very much. Now that's cool. Aww. Come on, everybody, we can do this in sync. Aww. Top fuel. Just like his funny car teammate, your champion started from the top. After Spencer Massey put down that monster run Friday night, basically said, come get it, they came and got it with the 3rd quickest run in the history of NHRA. Starting from the top, he took out Bruce Litton in round #1. Steve Torrance, who's got one bad hot rod in the 2nd round. Brandon Bernstein, who's also running on mean. And final round between teammates, if anybody ever doubts the fact that DSR cars run heads up, you show them a replay of that final round. 2nd consecutive weekend, he's going to be busting a move in the winner's circle. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the top fuel point leader, and he is your champion, Antron Brown. Let's see it. Come on, let's see it. How about your top fuel champion, Antron Brown? Matt Hines was over there going, dude, I was better than that.
It's a little tough to shake your booty in a 5-layer suit. Trust me.
Let me tell you something. The way you're running right now, you might have to learn to shake your booty in a tuxedo at the end of the year.
We're trying, AR, man. And but first and foremost, I mean, we're just very blessed, man. And good Lord blessed us with this great team. And boss, man, it starts with you, brother. Don Schumacher, I mean, he orchestrated all these teams. And when you see 4 of his cars in the final round, that's an awesome statement, man. And man, all of our guys work hard. Brian, Mark, I'm going to name them all. Brad, Tony, I mean, go to Jason, LJ.
You better not forget anybody now.
I ain't forgetting them. Red, Mike, Cameron, I mean, all those guys on that Mako Tools, Aaron's U.S. Army, Toyota, Top Fuel, Valvoline Dragster, Jags in the house too, you know, are just incredible, man. And every time you get it back in the pickle, that, you know, the little input shaft messes up a little bit in Charlotte, but nobody got down. We just kept on believing. Boss man came over and said, "You're going to be all right." And we put our heads down. We just kept on digging. And it's been some tough racing, but the coolest part is to be back here in Gateway with all these awesome fans. Remember you guys and girls from '09. And Curtis Francois, where you at, Big Daddy? He's back here. Come over here, Big Daddy. That's what he's in the background for. This guy right here is the reason why I came back with NHRA and AAA. And all these guys, we can't thank you enough for what you did for us, man. And we love coming back here the right time of year.
Yeah, how about a nice round of applause for Curtis, huh? He is a big part of the reason that we are back here at Gateway.
And man, it feels real good. Curtis said in the press conference, he whispered in my ear, but there's the boss man right there, Curtis. And he goes, "I would love to sit in one of those dragsters and just hit the gas pedal." See, he can make it happen for you, Curtis, but think about it, we want you to be able to come back and run the race, because if you get, your eyes will get this big, and I ain't going to tell them what's going to be in your drawers after you stick that gas. But after you do that, you'll be all right, brother, man. And you can sit in my hot rod if he'll let you, man. But we want to make that come true, Big Daddy.
All right. I'm trying to figure out why every winter circle with you ends up with you talking about something in your shorts.
Well, I always... because I speak from experience, you know, so, but,
You remember what we were talking about when we were out at Sears Point earlier?
Oh, I definitely do. I remember my first time in a Top Fuel car, like, I always had this deal where I was like, I want to do it, I want to do it. I was all excited, pumped up, got my alcohol license, I sat in one the first time, and I stepped on the gas pedal. And I took it to about 330-foot mark at the end of the track. All the guys came down. They said, "That looked good, man. How you feel? How you feel?" I was like, "Don't stand too close." You know, because it was just like that. And these cars are just ridiculous, man. But I love what I do, and I'm so blessed. Can't thank God enough for all of our blessings. And thank you, all you fans, for supporting us the way you do. We need your support, and we're gonna keep on going on. Same as Jack said, all of our hospitality guests, after we're done with our photos, you're more than welcome, because you're part of this DSR crew. We can't do it without you either.
Ladies and gentlemen, Antron Brown, your Top Fuel champion.